Have you ever prepped for a vacation or a trip somewhere and you started packing your suitcase and you put so much stuff in it that you couldn't easily close it? You actually had to sit on top of it or have somebody else sit on top of it and put just enough pressure that you could lock it, knowing that all it's going to take is just one little click of that button and it could explode everywhere and stuff would go everywhere. Well, that's what we're doing with our emotions. For whatever reason, we've learned, been taught, been exposed to this idea that we shouldn't talk about our emotions. If we're angry at somebody, we don't need to put that burden on them. If we're sad about something, we don't need to bother someone else with it. And nowadays, if we're happy, we shouldn't tell anybody because they might be going through some rough times and it would just bother them. And so what ends up happening is we suppress. And that suppression leads to a lot of the sicknesses, a lot of the illness, a lot of the major issues that we're having, especially on the health and mental wellness. And I just had a conversation with a good friend of mine recently where at the beginning, he just went off about a whole bunch of things that were going on, things that he was frustrated with, stressed about, angry about. And then he said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you." And I told him I appreciated it. I took it as a compliment, and I was honored the fact that he trusted me enough to tell me these things. But what I also explained to him was, if he holds that in, it's going to cause bigger problems. You see, we need to get open and vulnerable. We need to be honest. We need to tell the facts. And if that hurts somebody's feelings, okay, awesome. Then they can talk about that and we can have a conversation. Now, that does not mean that you need to go literally shit on somebody with your emotions and make them feel bad. But you can simply go up to somebody that you're angry with and just say, "I would like to talk to you. Here's how I'm feeling right now. Tell me your side so that we can have a conversation." And that's where growth happens. You see, that was one of the biggest steps that happened with my wife and I. Instead of me suppressing my anger or frustration from a situation, I simply had a conversation with her. And now it's very, 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 very simple. I walk up to her. "Hey, there's something bothering me. Here's my side of it. What's your side of it? Where am I reading something wrong and where am I off?" There's an incredible opportunity to grow right there between the two of us. And it's one of the major reasons why we've been able to build the relationship that we have now, why it's so rock solid, because we don't pull punches. We don't disrespect each other, but we don't hold back in all aspects. So I have no problem saying, "This bothered me when you did that. This bothered me when you said that," and vice versa. She can say the same thing, and we can take care of it quickly and grow. But it's also opened the door for me to tell her how much I love her, how much I care about her, how much I appreciate her, because I don't hold any of it in now. Simple conversations lead to major results. So if you're suppressing, stop packing your suitcase like you're going to go somewhere. Let it out. Deal with it. I guarantee you, you'll be better on the other side.